all I was saying was that the what was it? The before I got to Lantern Lauren Hall, I had given the DHS assessment shelter, because it happened when I was in DHS assessment shelter before and right after I was transferred to Lantern Lauren Hall. So as soon as I was released the next day, I was transferred to Lantern Lauren Hall. So I needed, like, sleep. I was tired. I was having and I just started a new job. So I had to, it was these issues that I had.
I know,
and
but what
they knew already before I even got there.
I understand what you said, but Atlantic is an assessment center.
Right.
You don't stay there. They sent you to Lauren Hall for your program assignment.
My documentation was submitted to DHS prior to me getting to Lantern Hall. That's my point.
That's what you're not understanding. I understand who you gave it to, but it was irrelevant because it was not your assigned shelter. Assessment is just the process. It's not. Everybody goes to assessment to determine which shelter you should service you better. Whatever you went through in assessment in October, they sent you to Laurel Hall on October 7th. You didn't report until the 9th. You only spent one night there on the 10th of October. You came back October 13th. You had no better assignment, and whatever situation happened between you and the staff, they wrote up an incident report on October 13th. You were arrested for trespassing because you did not have a bed at that day. They unassigned your bed.
That is not true. That is not true, and that's a lie.
Even if it's not true.
Even if you look at the video evidence, you'll see that
I did all I could do.
Now,
in order for you to get back into shelter service, you have to report to 30th Street because you've been out more than 90 days. They'll probably send you to an isolation center to determine if you have COVID or not.
So now my point that I was making, you said it's a better shelter,
I did not
that
say
they
it
were
was
sending
better.
me there
I did not
to a better shelter.
better.
So my reply is this, that even though it was during the assessment process that I gave them the information, that's even worse. If I gave them, my health history for them to assess and my disability that I was currently experiencing, and that sometimes still do experience, why is it that you don't take record of that, or acknowledgement of that, when I come into your shelter? Yeah, I came in that one day. I did speak to a caseworker, and I did get the contract signed. So now, after speaking to the caseworker, letting her know that I was, experiencing, appendicitis and coming out of the hospital, now they know. You know what I'm saying? It's not something
responsible for your medical issues.
First of all, you telling me to fill out this accommodation and reasonable accommodation.
Yeah,
Hold on, let me finish. I listen to you, and give them a reasonable accommodation. In addition, give them a copy of my discharge papers. So now you're telling me it's not. Hold on, let me finish. Now you just told me a little while ago.
I did not tell you that. I didn't tell you to give anybody.
This is what I just was just told. So now you're telling me it is not relevant, they don't
need
it.
Because it's 2022 and you're talking about something.
So I'm talking about something that happened that led to me still being chronically homeless. And this is what the homeless prevention program was there to prevent. So I'm asking for a transfer.
You cannot get a transfer because you do not have a bed.
Excuse me? Hold on. First of all, I was there, was given a bed. And what happened was I was arrested, and there was an incident falsely reported on me, and I was arrested falsely for trespassing. Now it becomes a safety and health issue, because now I'm being physically arrested because a staff member feels like I shouldn't be there and you got to go. This is what she told me, okay? She's telling me you got to go. She's calling the police on me. She's telling me I'm being disrespectful to her work. She was never even there. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, look at the video, because you're the ombudsman. So examining the evidence and the proof.
I don't have the authority to examine anything.
Well, it's on YouTube. I gave the link in my
Again, I don't have any authority to examine.
Well, you do have the authority to examine the complaint, the email. So if you was able to look up the record and
which
see,
I was not,
and come back and tell me, despite telling me prior to, about October 13th and, that was last year, blah, blah, blah. But now you want to come and tell me about October 13th now, all about the director and, you know.
No, I didn't. So
but
you're
this is
not
what
listening.
you're telling me now about October
anything that I
13th.
said. You keep reiterating
No,
your
no, what I'm
story,
doing is
not
what you're saying.
I need you to
That's
answer
what I'm
my
talking
question,
about.
though. Because
Hold on,
I've
but
listened
that
to
wasn't
you
a
for
question.
minute.
It was me still making my
bottom
point.
line, Mr.
So if you're telling me
Keller, is
now
you have
about
not
October
been in the
13th,
shelter.
but no, I was
No.
still talking. Sir.
No, you keep telling me the same
So
thing
I was
over
in the
and
middle
over
of
again.
explaining that if I'm just going back to what you were saying, if you're telling me about what happened on October 13th now, you know what I'm saying, as if you just went in the back and used the bathroom after using the bathroom or whatever, viewing and examining the record, and now telling me about what happened or what they're saying about what happened in their record and account, and now you want to tell me about the director, I'm telling you that right there is incorrect. Now, you're telling me about that. I'm telling you that they already knew. You understand? They already knew that I had a disability before they even sent me there. Now I get there and I already told them on the 10th. You told me about the 10th, how I was there for one day, and then you told me about the 13th. You know, so now the 13th, I get there and I'm telling them, listen, I need bedding. So I'm entitled to bedding. The Callahan consent decree.
Again, you're not.
That's what I'm saying. It's contractual right. But
it's not a contractual right.
Yes, it is. The same way. The same way. I have a right to transfer. I have a right to. I have a right to.
You did not have a bed. No, I'm not going to.
Okay, so now you're not doing your job.
Okay, then I'm done.
So I have a right to transfer, just like I have a right to bedding. Who's not listening to you? I'm listening. You're walking away from me as I'm speaking. Nobody's following you. Like I said, I have a right to bedding. I have a right to bedding, and you're being recorded. What's your name? What's your name? I didn't even get your name. What's your name?
My name is Banks.
Miss.
Banks.
Okay, cool. So where's the supervisor? Where's the supervisor?
I do not wish to be.
It don't matter what you wish. It's not about you. We have the open meeting law, and I'm having a meeting, and I have a right to record. So like I said, I need to speak to your supervisor. Supervisor, please. Who's the supervisor? So I need to speak to your boss, Miss Bay, because you're misconducting yourself. Yeah, Miss Banks. Where's your boss? So are you the supervisor? Huh? No, I'm just talking to her specifically. I was talking to her specifically. Yeah, but she's still working here after misconducting herself, just like the other lady, Miss Montunga. Ain't no sir. This is a perfect example of why I'm suing you guys already. She gonna tell me I can't exercise my constitutional right to record. I have no authority to do that. And she telling me I can't get a transfer. So this reasonable accommodation is useless. Got a right to transfer. Can I speak to the supervisor, please? No, I need to speak to her boss. Yeah, I need to speak to her then. Round 2, huh? Yeah, well, if that's what she told you to tell me, well, that's what you tell me. She came out here twice. She even came out here and said my name. Mrs. Montunga. Yeah, sure. What company you work for? What company you work for? What's your name? Yeah, what's your name? I see a badge, your ID.
Can't record in here, sir.
Where's your badge or your ID?
You can't record in here,
Where's
sir.
your badge or your ID?
Sir, it's on the wall. You can't
Where's your
record in
name?
here.
With your badge? With your ID? ID with your name.
You can't record
That's simple.
in
Where's
here.
your supervisor? Where's your
You can't
supervisor?
record in here.
FJC Security Services. Where's your supervisor?
Record in here.
Supervisor.
You can't record in here.
Supervisor.
You can't record in here.
Like I said, where's your supervisor?
You can't record in here.
I can record. I have a right to record. Yes, I can. You have no authority to tell me I can't record.
See that picture on the wall?
You can put
can't
pictures on the
record in here.
wall. You can put pictures on the wall you
You
want.
can't record in here.
You can put that on all you want. That's what you call a restraint on a statutory right to record.
It's on the wall.
It's a statutory right to record.
Good.
And it's a constitutional right to record.
Okay.
All right, so that is unconstitutional.
Good.
Oh, and so why are you enforcing it?
Because
You don't even have the authority to enforce it. Because I can record. See the open meeting law. See the open meeting law. See the open meeting law. See the open meeting law, sir. This is an administrative agency. See the open meeting law.
The policy in the building, there is no recording.
It doesn't matter what the administration wants to enforce unconstitutional law.
Policy of the building,
Yeah,
there
well,
is
it's
no
unconstitutional, and I have a right to record.
Not in this building.
Well, I do. I'm telling you, I do. See the open meeting law.
I know what the law is.
Yeah, no, you don't know what the open meeting
policy-
is. It
the
sounds like you don't know
policy-
what the
the
open
policy
meeting
of the
but you're
building is
enforcing
there's-
policy and not the law.
The policy-
That's the
the law has
problem.
nothing to do
All right,
with
so what's your name and
policy.
your badge number, sir?
It's right there.
Yeah, let me get that. What's your name?
Get that.
Let me get your card too. The Right to Know Act. You're gonna have to
Sir,
comply with that
sir,
too.
There's no recording in the
What's the
building.
Right to Know Act? I need the right to know. I need your I need your badge numbers and your names. That's simple.
Sir, there's no recording in the
I need
building.
badge numbers and
The
names.
policy of
I asked him for what's his supervisor name. He didn't tell me.
Sir,
I need to. I have a right to know, sir. I have a right to record too. My constitutional right says I have a right to record. No, I have a right to record the officers. Seniors versus Bartlett. Yeah, that's my name. Yeah, yeah. So are you the supervisor? Are you supervisor?
I'm the supervisor.
No, are you his supervisor?
I'm his supervisor.
Yeah, but he's the FJC. So you're telling me to come talk to you. Yeah, I need to know if you're his supervisor. No, are you his supervisor? That's simple. Yeah, I'm talking about him. Are you his
The policy
supervisor?
of the building is no recording.
Well, see, what's your name then?
Sir, the policy.
Yeah, so if you're the supervisor, Marlon, you're a supervisor. You're a supervisor. What's
Sir,
his
The
name?
policy of the building is no recording.
Well, sir, I have a right to record.
Not in the building.
Yes,
You
I
can
do. I have a
record outside.
statutory and a constitutional
No.
right to record. Yes, I
No,
do.
not the
Yes, I do.
policy.
See the
There is-
open meeting law. I just told you.
Sir, I
Statutes.
don't care about that law.
Listen,
The
107.
policy
Yeah,
of the
you don't
building.
care about it? Well,
The
it applies
policy
to your
of the
agency.
building.
It
The
applies
policy
to
of
your
the building
administrative
is no
agency.
recording. There is
I'm
policy.
here for a meeting.
What does that say?
With the ombudsman.
It does not
But that's
matter.
unconstitutional.
It does
It
not
violates
matter.
the law.
policy of the building
It violates
is
the
there's no
law,
recording. There
sir.
are
It's
pro-
unconstitutional.
there
It
are
violates the
privacy-
law.
there are
You're
privacy-
enforcing impartial.
Okay.
You're not enforcing partial laws. I mean impartial
Go
laws.
record that.
Sir, it's already recorded. I already took that. I already took it earlier.
Are we done?
No, I'm not done. I'm waiting on the supervisor.
We're done.
I'm waiting on the supervisor.
They're not going to see.
What's she saying? Why not?
They're not gonna see you.
Right now.
Cause what?
She is busy right now.
She's busy.
Okay.
See, this is it. This is the reason why I'm suing you already. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Yo, what's your name, man? What's your name? What are you talking about? What's your name, man? What's your name?
Stay right there.
What's your name, bro?
Stay right there.
You see, this is what I'm talking about. Where's your supervisor? You the supervisor? Oh, I figured that with the gray pants, man. Why you remain quiet the whole time?
They're talking to you. So
Yeah, but the thing is, they're harassing me.
I will deal with
This is
them.
harassment. Yeah, but I want to know his name.
Right now, you gotta talk. I'm not gonna
Not.
interject.
You said what?
I'm interjecting my sergeant. I have orders to follow.
Yeah, this is your sergeant.
Yes, he is, sir.
This is your sergeant. You work for SAC and he's your sergeant.
Yes, he is.
How is he your sergeant? You work for a different company.
Oversee our contract, sir.
Yeah, he doesn't oversee your contracts. That's a lie. I just asked for his name. This is
I will give it
NYPD.
to you downstairs in a piece of paper.
I asked for his name.
I will give it to you.
Yeah, please, let me get that. Cause I'm done with him. Yeah,
We can go.
and the other guy with the bald head.
That's fine.
Bye, Joshua.
The ball, which was
The one that's talking.
the glasses?
Yeah, this one that's talking over there, and then I need this guy right here. Then I need your name on top of that.
Doing that right now? Or how do you?
All right. Now, what's his name?
My coworker?
Yeah. Talking about he the supervisor in Lion.
Yeah, he's second to me, but I don't take he covers me sometimes. He's good shirts, that's why. He was right.
Ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I'm free. Yeah, Judge. You get to work, that's all. Yeah. One day at a time.
So all right. So which one is him?
First one, Carter.
So Carter's the guy that I was first talking to.
Yes.
And him?
That is Carter, the first one. That's Carter.
No. All right, so now you're saying both of them are Carter.
Carter, Gomez.
Oh, so that's Gomez.
He's second on the list. He's first on the list.
Okay.
And that's Garcia.
And Garcia. All right, cool.
Full name. I'll give you my full name.
No, that's no problem. I don't need 5 security guards around me while I'm trying to take an elevator. Okay, nah. This is
Doesn't work
ridiculous.
that way, sir.
Yeah, I'm taking the stairway, sir.
No, you're not taking
Come on, why are you touching me? Why are you touching me? Why are you touching me?
Let's just do this and get
Why are you
over.
touching me?
Because you're
Why are you touching me?
Because you're not getting. Just
This is COVID hazard.
Sir, let's just do this.
Why are you touching me? Why are you? You're blocking me? He's touching me. Why are you touching me? You're blocking my exit to go take the stairway.
So we're not taking this back to my post.
Yeah, but that's not. You're stepping in my way. Look.
Please step back.
Look, sir, what are you doing?
Somebody's not doing nothing. Let's just do this and go.
I'm trying to go take the stairway.
You trying to get over here? We trying to go back to our
You're
post.
surrounding me. What is this?
Just
This
get
is
it out of
excessive
step
force.
back.
This is excessive force. You're abusing your authority.
I'm not abusing
Yes,
my
you are.
authority.
What do you
Do
call
your
this?
job. Please, just
What do you
step
call
back
this?
and we can go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 security guards.
Let it go.
5 security guards.
Let it
Excessive force, man. What are you doing?
It's not excessive force.
It is excessive force. What do you call that then? You're abusing authority. That's what it's called. That's what it's called. That's what it's called, man.
Next one.
Oh, next one. Look at that. Nobody else could ride in the elevator with me. Yeah, man. You're forcing systematic discrimination. Yeah, it is. I don't know what you're shaking your head for. You don't even know the law. So that's what that is.
Next one.
Look at this. It's all on camera, man. That's how you do poor people, or poor black people, I should say that. You get other blacks to suppress and oppress blacks. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Weak, man.